Yes, good evening and welcome to week 5 of the Bodog Roots Premier League, and match number 1 of the BANDRA South category of the Wednesdays is the Gladiators versus All Monsters. The Gladiators owned by Pradyumna Singhania and Prathit Kedia, whereas the All Monsters owned by Arjun Kandhari and Junaid Sharif. It's the All Monsters in the red jersey scoring from the left of your screen to the right, whereas it's the Gladiators in the white jersey from the right to the left of your screen. It's a match, it's a contrasting match between two extremes of the points table. 8 teams in the category of BANDRA South, and on the second position is the Gladiators with 9 points. They have played 4 matches, they have lost only 1, they have won 3 of them, and with 9 points they're sitting on top of the table with the second on the table, whereas the All Monsters, having played 8, not able to register a victory on a single match. They haven't been able to score a goal so far, and the All Monsters on the bottom part of the table, 8th on the points table, are the All Monsters. So important for the All Monsters to get their first goal and subsequently look for their first victory of the Bodog Roots Premier League. In the meanwhile, we have a good start there. On the offense have been the All Monsters. They'll have to ensure that they do that, whereas for the Gladiators, 2 toppers, Raghav Karol with 3 goals and 3 assists. So he is on the top of the table for the goal scorers and the number of assists, whereas even Faiz Thakur, the goalkeeper of Gladiators, with 19 saves, is on top of the table when it comes to the number of saves for a goalkeeper. Is Faiz Thakur on the right of your screen, whereas it's the Gladiators right now on the offense. Passing it wrong, is it a foul? No, says the referee so far. Still keeping possession, nicely taken by the All Monsters. They would look to get a goal. Michel passes it along. Nice long ball. Again, it's position taken by the Gladiators, and that's an outside. Just a quick reminder to all those who are joining us on Facebook and YouTube on the Roots Premier League. This is a different rules as well that we have implemented, that if it's an outside, it won't be a throw in, but it'll be a kick in. So just to ensure, just a couple of changes in the game of football, but of course keeping the essence of the game alive. And that's obviously an offside signaled by the assistant umpires, assistant referee, again just raising the flag, and that was obviously an offside. Michel, and that'll be a throw in, that'll be a kick in, pardon me. Fine, the Bodog Roots Premier League, that's what we are following. Comes to Raghav Karol. They'll have to be careful of this man, the All Monsters. Raghav Karol, jersey number 10, 3 goals, 3 assists. He's top of the table for the number of goals scored and also for the number of assists. So Raghav Karol it is. Michel just being told to get back, and a header off the crossbar. First chance on goal in the 4th minute, and he had almost converted it. Was jersey number 18 of the Gladiators, Ishan Singh. He was also one of the goal scorers for the Gladiators in the Bodog Roots Premier League. He has had 2 goals in the 4 matches that they've played so far, Ishan Singh, and he was very close to getting another one. Gladiators passing it along, nicely done by Raghav. Well judged by the goalkeeper of the All Monsters, Yasir Sheikh it is. Nicely collected by Yasir. Passing it along, All Monsters, long pass, but he'll not get the support. It's Faiz Thakur, the goalkeeper for the Gladiators in the pink jersey. Nicely taken, Ninad. He'll be looking to get his first goal is of the All Monsters. Ninad Shilgaonkar going for the big shot, nicely taken, good right footer that was, but it was Faiz Thakur. Nice and ready, and that will definitely be counting as yet another save from Faiz Thakur. There he goes, Raghav, and nicely cleared. Is the ball still in play? Yes, it is. Hang time there. The ball is in play. Looking for that pass, not getting it. There'll be a kick in once again for the Gladiators. Nice long ball. Shan Singh there. Can he collect? No, nicely done. Is that a throw in? No, it's going to be a goal kick for Yasir Sheikh. Also, Yasir is on the second of the number of saves with 15 saves. He is second on the table behind Faiz Thakur of the Gladiators, playing this match with 19 saves. Long ball in the penalty area can be dangerous. Nicely cleared away by the Gladiators. Passing it on to Raghav. Back pass. Nice long pass. Shan nowhere in the frame. That's straight to Yasir Sheikh. Going for a long ball there in the penalty area. Again, that's from the west coast to the eastern coast. The throw in of Faiz Thakur. Nicely corrected by Yasir Sheikh of the All Monsters. Nice long ball again. Raghav. Shan. Raghav still keeping possession. They have to be careful of that man, and it's a free kick awarded to the All Monsters. Raghav seems to be unhappy with the decision given by the referee, but that's exactly how the job of the referees are. Thankful job that they are into. In the meanwhile, All Monsters on the attack. Michel is just around there and he has won himself a corner. Has he? No, it's a chance wasted. It was Sherwin Surin, and had he passed to Michel, things would have slightly been different. All Monsters still keeping possession with the free kick that was awarded to the All Monsters. We are already in the 8th minute and the scoreline still reads 0-0. It's the Gladiators versus All Monsters. Monsters there. There'll be a kick in, or I'll say a goal kick. It is going to be for the All Monsters. The All Monsters goalkeeper Yasir Sheikh. I'll just read the squad of the All Monsters, owned by Arjun Kandari and Junaid Sharif. It's Bradley Tellis, Michel Murray, Monish Panchal. Meanwhile, there might be some action in the penalty area. Cleared away. Yes, Monish Panchal. Then comes Rohan Perfect, Yasir Sheikh, the goalkeeper, Ninad Shilgaonkar, Abhishek Waghela, Ethan Campbell, Sherwin Surin, Rai Sebastian, Priyank Tandon, George Lawrence, Nigel D'Souza, and Mangesh Vishwanathan Shinde. That's the squad for the All Monsters. Meanwhile, there was quite a action happening there, but that's a free kick awarded to the Gladiators. The Gladiators, owned by Pradyumna Singhania, also like to be called as Preddy, and Prathit Kedia. And their squad is Chinmay Dhuwali, Raghav Karol, Suraj Kanojia, Pradyumna, that is Praddy Singhania, Rishit Shetty, Faiz Thakur, the goalkeeper Govind Singh, Ansh Patel, Sharad Kurup, Arish Machiswala, Shan Singh, Varun Subramanian, Archit Kamath and Rahul Kapoor. All Monsters. Possession, nicely taken away, Michel. Nice pass to Abhishek. And still Michel. Passing it along, that's a free kick awarded to the Gladiators. It's going to be Chinmay to take the free kick. Chinmay Dhuwali it is. Chinmay straight to Yasir there. Nicely collected. No trouble. He's asking for a foul. No, says the referee, says play on. Michel trying to take it. Is it a hand? Yes, observed. Nicely caught there by the referee. And that's going to a free kick once again for the All Monsters, owned by Arjun Kandhari and Junaid Sharif. Passing it along. Series of passes. In the penalty area, chance. Is that a corner? Yes, it is a corner that he has won for himself. The All Monsters, the first corner of the evening of the week 5 of the Bandra South category of the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's going to be Michel from the right flank. No elevation chance, going for the shoot there, does not get it, blocked again with the left footer. Ball kept in possession, cleared away, but it's going to be Michel once again keeping possession. And yes, that's going to be a kick in. Nicely tried by Rohan, but that's going to be a kick in. Quickly taken, that was Michel, passing it along, does not get the support in the penalty area, and that's going to be a kick in for the Gladiators. We have entered the 11th minute, and just a quick reminder again to all our viewers who's just joining us live right now on the Bodog Roots Premier League on Facebook or on YouTube, is that it's a match of 50 minutes, 2 halves of 25 minutes each. Always important to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, our beverage partner Raw Pressery, and broadcasting partner One Play Sports. Been desperate attempts by the All Monsters. All Monsters yet to score a goal in this league. This is the 5th match that they're playing, and the 4th match, the 4 matches that they've played, they have lost 3. They were able to draw 1 of them. So just a quick summary, recap of the performance of the All Monsters. In the first week they were up against Rebels, lost to them 0-1. A similar result against the Knights and After 8 in the second and third week. And last Wednesday they had a draw against HRX, and that was 0-0. Whereas for the Gladiators, it's been a mixed bag. 4 matches, 1 lost and 3 victories. They lost the first one against Knights, and then with After 8 they defeated After 8 2-1. Thanks to goal from Raghav and Shan. Now meanwhile, penalty area would have been close. Again, nicely done by Faiz Thakur. It is a couple of saves added to his already nicely mentioned tally. As I was giving you a summary of the Gladiators, they lost the first match against Knights. They defeated After 8 2-1, defeated Bombay in 2-1, and the last week as well, it was 3-5. Again, chance on goal that was, but it's Faiz Thakur on the top of the table with a number of saves, 19 before the start of this match, and at the end of this match this is definitely going to go up by 3 or 4. Right now, at least in the first 12 minutes, is definitely saved 4. Still on Monsters, keeping possession, passing it along. Long pass to Michel. Michel looking, no, is that a foul? No, says the referee. Going to be a kick in for the All Monsters. That's near the penalty area, near the corner area, so that's all as good as a corner. It's a free kick, pardon me. So that was definitely a push on Michel, nicely observed by the referee, and that's going to be a free kick for Michel, jersey number 6. He's not happy with the single wall there. Michel just passing it along. Again, a pass offside, says the assistant referees there. Nicely observed. It's still 0-0, or love all, as they say in some sports. In the game of football, we say 0-0 in the 14th minute that we have entered. Again, back to that man, Raghav there. Good, nice ball. But All Monsters are looking a different team altogether today. They have done well, but the scores, stats are just not their way. They haven't been able to score a goal. They have just drawn 1 match and they have lost 3 of the 4 that they have played. Good one there. Michel was onside. Nicely done. And passing it along. Going for the pass there, that was Raghav, taken away, nicely stolen there from Raghav Karol. Once again, quick reminder, he is on top of the table with the number of assists and the number of goals. He has 3 goals against his name and 3 assists against his name, and that's the best performance by any player in the Bodog Roots Premier League till the end of the 4th week. Nicely cleared away. It's going to be Michel. He'll has to clear the ball. Nicely done. Nice back pass by Sharad. Nicely done by Faiz Thakur. Meanwhile, we might have a substitution. Yes, it's Rishit. Shan Singh has been substituted. Again, Shan with quite a lot of goals that he scored. He's scored 2 goals to be precise in the Roots Premier League in the 4 matches that they played so far in the first 4 weeks. Header cleared away, still keeping possession are the Gladiators. Where is Raghav? Ninad going for the right footer. Nice save by Faiz Thakur. That'll make the cameras happy with a nice dive on his right side. I don't think that was on the target, but always better safe than sorry was Faiz Thakur. Now, meanwhile, that's a corner for the Gladiators. Nicely cleared by Raghav. Raghav Karol on a series of passes. Passing it on to Chinmay. Good scatter there in the clutter. Nicely cleared. Meanwhile, there's Praddy, or the co-owners of the Gladiators, Praddy Singhania, comes in as a substitute. Again, a quick reminder, there are no restrictions on the number of substitutes. 8 aside that we see on ground, and the squad can be of 15 members, and no restrictions on the number of substitutes. That just guarantees fresh legs. Whenever a person's tired, when a player's tired, this is the highest quality of amateur football, that quality that we are watching at the display at the St. Andrews Turf Park in the western suburbs of Mumbai. It's 7:05 Indian Standard Time. We start at 6:45 and will be ending. Expected time to end the 4 matches of the Bandra South category on Wednesdays around 10:45 PM IST. And the same is on the Thursdays, wherein we get you Bandra North Division football matches from 6:45 to 10:45. On Fridays, we get you the Juhu Division matches from 6:45 to 9:45. Only 3 matches that we broadcast on our Roots Premier League Facebook and YouTube pages. Michel, not getting it is Michel. Again entered the 18th minute and we still have 0-0 on the board. So have to be said that this is a good performance by the All Monsters. They haven't allowed the inform and the table toppers, second on the table, Gladiators, to score a goal. Nicely cleared. Michel still there. Can he collect it? No, just not able to keep a control on it. Unhappy is the manager. But it's still 0-0 or love all in the 18th minute, 19th minute that we are entering into now. 6 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. Nice, good clearance, nicely collected. That man again, Raghav Karol, nicely chesting it, keeping in control, losing it, taking it again. Just a tumble there. Hope all's fine for from the Gladiators' perspective. Important for Raghav Karol to be 100% fit. All Monsters on the attack in the penalty area. Offside. Signaled by the assistant referee there. Nicely observed. Becomes an anticlimax for the forward line, isn't it? They are on the attack. You see there's no one, just one-on-one. And then from the far corner of your eye, you see the flag raised. And it's an offside signaled. On the attack, nicely collected by the goalkeeper there, Michel. Passing it along, 6 minutes remaining, and attack on goal, nicely defended there, no trouble. Good pass, it's been a series of passes. In the 20th minute we are entering, 5 minutes for the first half to come to an end. It's a match of 50 minutes, 2 minutes of 25, 2 halves of 25 minutes each. Kick in. Michel, does he have a chance? Yes, it's one-on-one. Good pass. Ninad does not get it. Disappointment for the All Monsters. Big disappointment this is going to be, because this was one-on-one Still just not able to get it was Ninad Shelgaonkar. Nicely collected by the goalkeeper there. No trouble for Fez. Yasir there on that occasion. Nicely collected. Long pass there. Long throw. Chinmay. Passing it on to Preddy. Kick in for the All Monsters. Bradley there. The left footer does not get it. Nicely defended. We enter the 21st minute now of Week 5 of the Bandra South Division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. That's going to be a free kick awarded to the Gladiators. Meanwhile, you might have a substitution. It's Abhishek who's running in as a substitute, and he substitutes Monish. On the attack, the Gladiators not able to get it. That's going to be a goal kick once again for the All Monsters. So it's been a couple of chances on the goal, but of course the scoreline does not approve of what I'm saying. So it's still going to be 0-0, 22nd minute that we're entering. Second minute, 3.5 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. Can we have a first goal of the evening or of the day of Week 5 of the Bodog Roots Premier League? This is always good to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, beverage partner Raw Pressery, and of course our broadcasting partner One Play Sports. Michel passing it along. Just again difficult to create those chances, and they just not are able to convert them into goal scoring opportunities are the Gladiators. The All Monsters as well. It's still 0-0. They still are in search of their first goal of the Bodog Roots Premier League. Kick in header, that's a foul, says the referee. That's going to be a free kick for the All Monsters. Nicely, quickly taken by Michel. In the penalty area, converts. No, that was close. It was onside, says the referee. However, Ninad again there, just not able to convert. A couple of chances that were nicely created for Ninad and Michel, but Ninad by Michel, but Ninad just wasn't able to get it for the All Monsters. Series of passes. Brady. Good clearance. Abhishek, good attempt there. Is that a foul? Yes, that's going to be a kick in for the All Monsters. To keep possession there. Michel has been in thick of actions today. Nicely defended there by the Gladiators. Good clearance. Nicely cleared away. No trouble for Yasir. But that's a definite trouble averted by the defense of the Gladiators. Bradley to the far corner, the far end of your screen. Nice pass in the penalty area. Michel not able to just get the slightest connection. All he had to do is just get a faint, slight connection onto it, but not able to get it. Is that a card? Yes, it is. That's a booking to Fez. Yes, that's the first booking of the day, and Fez Thakur has been booked. Yellow card to Fez Thakur on the 25th minute is a booking to Fez. Yes, that's from the East Coast to the West Coast. Yes, Fez just unhappy with the decision there. He's been booked once. Just have to be careful. Another one and he'll be sent off. They cannot afford to do it because he is on top of the table when it comes to the number of saves in the Bodog Roots Premier League. Again, passing it along. Praddy not able to keep a control on it. All monsters, are they loading? No. Praddy back again. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. That's going to be a foul. And it's going to be a free kick for the Gladiators. Just an exchange of words and heated argument there. The referee interferes. And yes, all sense prevailed there. That's the end of the first half. At the end of the first half, the scoreline reads 0-0 for the Monsters and the Gladiators. Of match number 1 of the Bandra South Division of the Bodog Roots Premier League. And at the end of the first half, it is the Gladiators versus All Monsters, and the scoreline still reads 0-0. And it's a yellow card in the 25th minute for Faiz Thakur for wasting time. He was extremely unhappy with the decision, but that's the card once raised and it stays. So it's good stuff from the All Monsters, restricting the table toppers Gladiators. They are second on the points table, whereas the All Monsters are 8th on the bottom of the table with just 1 point by the name and not a goal scored so far in the Bodog Roots Premier League. That's a corner and the chance, they have scored the first goal of the tournament for the All Monsters, and it's jersey number 1. If we'll just get confirmation on who it was, but it was a nice pass coming in from the corner and nicely converted. And that's the first goal of the tournament for the All Monsters in the 26th minute that they've scored. Is that a foul? No, play moves on, says the referee. It's the 26th minute and the first goal, and it's a 1-0 advantage for the All Monsters. It's the first goal of the Bodog Roots Premier League for the All Monsters. It was Bradley Tellis, the goal scorer, in the 26th minute, and week 5, 26th minute, and the first goal for the All Monsters. Pressure now definitely on the Gladiators. They'll be under pressure. They'll need to get an equalizer and then take the lead. Meanwhile, that's going to be a corner for the Gladiators. They'll be hustling and bustling in the meanwhile. Is that an injury? It looks like it's Abhishek who has banged his nose against a player of the All Monsters. So, of course, cannot be given as a foul. But he looks in pain. We have physios stationed. He looks in some pain because it's an injury that happens of the same team player. You hardly fake it. But when it happens from an opposition, there are chances of you faking it, but definitely not on this occasion. He's definitely in some pain. We have physios stationed. And yes, it just does not look good. Abhishek it is of the All Monsters, Abhishek Waghela. It was a clear vision for me. His nose banged on the head of one of the players of the All Monsters. And he's out of the playing area for the moment. In the meanwhile, corner. Is that, yes, that'll be a throw in, it'll be a kick in once again for the Gladiators. In the meanwhile, there might be an injury there in the penalty area. It looks like it's an injury. It's a Gladiators player who's down. So you don't see any scope as to why will there be any time wasting there. We have the physio who's been kept busy in the second half. Just the last minute. There was an All Monster player who was down with an injury on his nose, and now it looks like a Gladiator player with some kind of injury on his temple there, on his forehead perhaps. Hope all's fine. It's 0-1 in favor of the All Monsters. All Monsters getting their first goal of the Bodog Roots Premier League. Always good to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor Bodog, our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, and our beverage partner Raw Pressery. Passing it on, keeping possession are the Gladiators. Still coming in the penalty area, and that's a foul, says the referee. Bradley unhappy. And is that a card? Is that a booking? Yes, it is. It is a booking. It's the second yellow card of the evening. Just get confirmation on who it was. And that's the second booking. And it's the 30th minute that the second booking comes in, and this is a player of the Gladiators. He's just having a discussion. That's jersey number 7, that's Chinmay Dhuwali. In the 30th minute, he's been given a yellow card. So 2 yellows of the evening. The first that came for the the Gladiators goalkeeper Faiz Thakur in the 25th minute, and Chinmay Dhuwali in the 30th minute. The meanwhile, going for the far end, a very difficult chance that he was taking, but it's a chance that he took and just wasn't able to convert. Yes, the foot definitely above, the foot definitely exactly at the head level. It was for Raghav Karol. So rightly observed by the referee and given a foul. The meanwhile, good work this was by Yasir Sheikh. That nice loud shout. He came running ahead, and in the meanwhile Faiz Thakur will be disappointed. He's conceded a goal. He's been able to maintain clean sheets, but here it'll be a first goal that he's conceded, and that's goal number 1 for the All Monsters. entering the 31st minute. It's long pass from the west coast to the eastern. Scoreline stays 0-1 for the All Monsters. Next match, the Hoover Scrunchers versus the After 8 Football Club. We'll be starting that in the next 25 minutes. Nice long pass straight to Yasir. No trouble. He's just wasting time, perhaps. I'm not too sure why, but he definitely is. I don't see a reason why he should be doing that. Again, yes, nicely collected there. Good long pass. Can afford to eat up time are the All Monsters. They are leading by a goal to 0. The Monsters. So that's the reason we saw Yasir Sheikh there, just eating up time there, just playing along. All in the rules of the game. Not sure whether it's in the spirit of the game, but definitely sure that it's in the rules of the game. Rohan on the goal, loads, but that was a good defense. Gladiators counter-attacking. Will he load? Nice passing. It's Praddy going for the ball, and that's going to be a kick in for the Gladiators. Nicely done by Praddy Singhania. Going to be Chinmay. The yellow card is Chinmay. With the kick in, just not on the target. Yes, that's going to be a goal kick, but they're just not getting the ball at the All Monsters. They're wasting time there. Nice, cleverly done by the All Monsters. These few seconds also count and can decide the fate of a match. And here strictly, there is no added time, no injury time. So strict clock limits of 25 minutes to halves. Is it a foul? Yes, it is. Observed by the referee, and that's going to be a free kick for the All Monsters. That can be trouble for the Gladiators. All Monsters in a dominating position. They are the bottom part of the points table. They are 8th on the points table. But here, they are leading by goal. On goal there, nicely taken. It was by Bradley, super right footer. But it was that man, Faiz Thakur, with 19 saves before the start of this match. On top of the table with the number of saves on the left side, punching it away out of playing area. Nice passes, keeping possession. There'll be a kick in for the Gladiators. They'll be looking to get an equalizer soon. A little less than 22 minutes remaining, 21 minutes remaining to be precise now. I've entered the 9th minute of the second half. Nicely done there. Rees there. Trying to keep possession. Is Rees? Is that a foul? And it's a free kick awarded. It's a free kick awarded to the All Monsters. Players unhappy with the decision. And that's an outside. How close was that to our production unit? Very close it was indeed to a production unit. But however, it was nicely done by a producer, and ensures that there is no loss of machines. Can be difficult if a football comes in at a nice pace and hits any of those machines. Can be a big loss to the producers there, but all's well, and we move ahead with the match. The 10th minute that we're entering, and 1-0. The advantage for the All Monsters in the second half against the Gladiators. Now, meanwhile, it's Praddy being substituted by Suraj of the Gladiators. Suraj Kanojia. It's jersey number 17 comes into play. Going to be a kick in. The 11th minute that you're entering, and it's the Gladiators still looking for their first goal of the evening. They have on the second of the points table they are, but facing a defeat right now against the All Monsters. A little around 15 minutes remaining, and the first goal that was scored for the All Monsters was by Bradley Tellis in the first minute of the second half, 26th minute, that he scored a brilliant corner that came in and was beautifully converted by Bradley Tellis in the 26th minute. Kick in, still the All Monsters. They can afford to take up time, and that's what they need to do. They are in search of their first victory of the Roots Premier League. They have had their first goal of the Roots Premier League, and is it their day? Is it the day for the All Monsters with the first goal that they've scored? And can it also be the first victory for them in the Roots Premier League? Meanwhile, their substitution, yes, it's Nigel being substituted by Abhishek. Abhishek comes in. Nice, good cross there as soon as he comes into play. Nicely done it was by Abhishek Waghela of the All Monsters. Good try. That's the advantage here at the Roots Premier League, that there are no restrictions on the number of substitutions. So the manager has a complete freedom to rest his best players and ensure that they are nice and well hydrated, thanks to a hydration partner Mikwa. And then they come back with some more raw energy. In the meanwhile, that's nicely left by Faiz Thakur. He's had a yellow card in the 25th minute for perhaps wasting time. He was unhappy with the decision. Good clearance. Is it? No, it's not. And that's going to be a goal kick. Is it a corner? Yes, it's a corner. Pardon me, it's going to be a corner for the Gladiators. Big chance this can be for the Gladiators to get their equalizer. The left footer, it's Raghav Karol, just not able to get position. So that's been Ninad there, and that's going to be outside. Yes, as I was mentioning, it was Raghav Karol. 3 assists, 3 goals, top of the goal scoring list in the Roots Premier League, Bodog Roots Premier League, but he's just not able to get the possession. So that's been nice tactics, strategy by the All Monsters, owned by Arjun Kandhari and Junaid Sharif. Abhishek Waghela, header there, kept in. Quick goal kick taken by Faiz Thakur, passing it along. Keeping position is Rishit. Good pass, Rishit again. Nicely done. Good work there. Bradley Tellis, the goal scorer, looking for a pass. Abhishek Waghela is looking, perhaps wasting time there. Good tackles there. Nicely dribbled in the penalty area. Ninad was missing with the right footer. Above the crossbar. Faiz Thakur there. Header, no, that chance wasted. 10 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. We have entered the 40th minute. It's a match of 50 minutes and compulsory no injury time, so no added time will be given. So it's exact 10 minutes and around 15 seconds remaining for the match to come to an end. Will there be an equalizer from the Gladiators? They're definitely searching for one, but it's been super stuffed by the All Monsters. And as what we have mentioned, the All Monsters have played a good tournament. It's just that the result haven't been on their side. They have played good football, but it's just that they have lost by narrow margins. If I just again mention the previous 4 match results for the All Monsters, is they lost 3 of them and the results have been same, 0-1. So they have lost by narrow margins, that is of conceding just a goal. So it's been a good tournament so far for the All Monsters. It's just that at the key moments they haven't been able to take things in their hands when it matters. Meanwhile, that's Raghav passing it on, nicely done, keeping possession. The Gladiators losing it, and yeah, that's a foul. It's going to be a free kick for the Gladiators.
Be easy. Take a smart shot.
Chinmay, where were you aiming? Is Chinmay Dhuwali perhaps slipped there? That's the dew that gets caught on the turf park here in St. Andrews, and thus slipping perhaps was Chinmay Dhuwali in his defence, and thus again a chance wasted by the Gladiators. Nicely done by Yasir Sheikh. Can he have a clean sheet? His first clean sheet of the Bodog Roots Premier League. Can he do it? Passing it along, Gladiators again. Chance missed it there. Shit it was. Not able to get it on the target. It's from the eastern coast to the western coast. Passing it along. 0-1. 1-0 for the All Monsters. Can we have the first victory of the Bodog Roots Premier League for the All Monsters? It definitely was the first goal that they've scored of the Roots Premier League. And can they top it up with their first victory of the Bodog Roots Premier League? It's the fifth week, and this is the Bandra South Division. Is that a handball appeal? Not made. And is that a goal kick? No, it's a corner, says referee. That's a corner awarded to the Gladiators. Meanwhile, you might have a substitution by the Gladiators. Yes, it's Varun of the Gladiators who comes in as a substitute. Varun Subramanian. Looking for the pass in the penalty area. Gladiators looking for their goal. Looking for an equalizer. Not getting it. A little more than 7 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. Is that going to be the first victory of the Roots Premier League for the All Monsters? Passing it along, nicely collected by Faiz Thakur. Quickly passing along. Suraj, chance on goal, nicely defended by the All Monsters. They have done well. As throughout the league that they have done, they have been good display of defence by the All Monsters. Now, meanwhile, that's going to be a kick in for the Gladiators. Next matchup coming up is the Hoobers Crunchers versus the After 8 Football Club. The penalty area chance for the Gladiators. Not able to take it again. Keeping possession of the Gladiators in the penalty area. Looking for the header. Or looking for the foul perhaps. Again slips is Yasir Sheikh. That's what's happening here in the evenings. The dew is getting settled in. And does the players that we can see just slipping. Meanwhile, good back pass there by the Gladiators. Keeping possession. Looking for the goal. And that's going to be a kick in once again for the Gladiators. Again, a quick reminder to all our viewers that there are no throw-ins once a ball is out of play. It won't be a throw-in, but it's going to be a kick-in, and that's an added change rule in the Roots Premier League. Just a couple of changes, of course, keeping the essence of the beautiful game alive. Five and a half minutes remaining. Nicely deflected by Rees. Sebastian taking all the hit, but it's worth it. Again, nicely headed there. Ball kept in position. Good work that was by Rees. That man again. Raghav Karol. Is that a foul? No, says the referee. Rees just wasting it. It's been quite a minute of action there by Rees Sebastian. 5 minutes to go. Exact 5 minutes now. It's 40 minutes. It's 45 minutes on the clock. 20 minutes of the second half. 5 minutes to go. Will there be an equalizer coming from the Gladiators? Desperately looking for one. Nicely headed, and that's going to be a free kick awarded to the Gladiators. All Monsters obviously eating up time. Taken Ninad on the attack there. Is that a foul? Yes, a shoulder barge, says the referee. It's been 2 yellow cards, 2 bookings, and both of them have come for the Gladiators. One was for Faiz Thakur in the 25th minute, and then for Chinmay Dhuwali in the 30th minute. Is that a yellow card? It's Abhishek Waghela, jersey number 21, who has been booked of the All Monsters. It's a yellow card for the 21st minute for Abhishek Waghela. The meanwhile, is that another booking? No, it's not. Is that a booking? Yes, it looks like. Yes, it is. Jersey number 12 of the Gladiators. And that's a booking for Rishit Shetty as well. A yellow card in the 22nd minute of the second half. So that's the 47th minute is a booking that comes in. Yet again, chance wasted it was by the Gladiators. Series of yellow cards it has been. But it's just 3 minutes remaining now for the Gladiators. Can they get a goal? Passing it all to Rishit. Rishit once again slips. Yes, unfortunate there. But that's how the conditions, playing conditions here are. The dew gets settled here at the Astro Turf, or the Turf Park of the St. Andrews in the western suburbs of Mumbai, India. And it's 7:40 Indian Standard Time, and 2.5 minutes remaining for the match to come to an end. It's 1-0 in advantage. In lead are the All Monsters. Passing it along, right footer there, chance for goal. Not given. Is it a penalty? Is that a hand? It's a big call for penalty and for a hand, but no, says the referee, and that's going to be a corner. Corner for the Gladiators. There was a huge shout for a handball in the D of the penalty area, denied by the referee. Nicely headed in the penalty area, chance. Referee says that's a foul. 2 minutes remaining. Unhappy are the Gladiators with the decision given by the referee, but they'll have to respect it nonetheless. All Monsters can afford to keep possession and waste time and look for the goal. That'll be the best part, but that's an offside. Nicely signaled by the assistant referees. Nice long left footer. Passing it along. Rishit with the right footer in the penalty area, looking for the pass. Oh, that was on goal there. Brilliant header it was, but nicely saved by Yasir Sheikh. Definitely going to be the save of the match by Yasir Sheikh. It's going to be a corner for the Gladiators. Perhaps the last chance that they might have. There was a nice, not a lot of elevation on it. Nicely done by Faiz. Passing it on to Rishit. Good, nice tackle there by Rishit in the penalty area. Nice long pass. Have they scored? Yes, they have. That's the equalizer there coming in for the Gladiators. 1-1 it is in the last minutes, and that's the goal that he scored in. It's jersey number 18. Shan Singh, as expected, has scored in the 49th minute. Shan Singh gets a goal for the Gladiators, and it's 1-1. What a match this is. What we thought was a victory for the All Monsters is now 1-1. Just a few seconds remaining, and this definitely is going to be a 1-1 draw. The All Monsters won't be pleased by this in the last few seconds that were remaining, and it was that man again. That's Shan Singh converts in the 49th minute. In the meanwhile, time up. Yes, it is 1-1. Both the goals scored in the second half. The first came in by Bradley Tullis in the 26th minute. Equalizer by Shan Singh in the 49th minute. First match of the BANDRA South category. Gladiators and All Monsters. It's a draw, 1-1.